Excuse me, Mr. President, prior to you calling for the vote, there, in my opinion, was a concerted effort to ensure that there was something placed on the record for this gathering. And I heard it said that Dr. Williams can be part of the pool that will be considered in the event that the board decides to go forward with a search. Therefore, I am to understand that I can reapply for my job. Under what organizational leadership model does that follow? There are 1,900 employees in the Alhambra School District. We would not tell them all to reapply for the positions that they hold. If they were not meeting the expectations of their positions, there is a process of sharing what the concerns are and how we should make changes as a result of evaluations or work performance or attendance or what have you. So for those individuals who joined this forum in my absence on Wednesday of last week, I understand there were a few hundred people. I believe that the community has the right to hear this from me. Yes, I would like to continue as the superintendent of the Alhambra School District. Why? Because for the 37 years that I've been an educator, I've had one goal, and that's to ensure that children can aspire to the American dream. I also understand that there is some concern regarding my personal finances, and I don't have any idea how that became a topic of conversation in this process. But for the parents in the room, I come from humble beginnings. I am an example of what hard work and a quality education can do. And there is not one individual in this room who would not, if given the chance to have the salary that I earn, they would not want that for themselves or for their children. Yes, indeed, they will. They would. And the way for that to happen, the way for your child to remove his or herself from poverty is to do just as I did. Work hard, educate yourself, and be a person of good character. And finally, I am left to wonder what transpired over the last month that moved you from the offering of the one-year contract that was extended to me to the point where we're here today. I accepted your one-year contract. I presented two proposals for you to meet that contract. One with a cost savings that was shared with you, and I'd also like to say that that cost sharing becomes compounded because I am entitled to additional benefits even if I don't continue as a superintendent of the Alhambra School District until I'm age 65. So for 7 more years, I had worked out an avenue for this district to achieve some savings over a long period of time. We do have a core value that says maximize our financial resources. And then finally, you would not be hearing from Karen Williams without me ending in this fashion. Believe. Believe is synonymous with the word faith. I have faith in this community's children and their ability to aspire to the greatest position in the world, the most sought after concept, and that's the American dream. I am the righteousness of God through my faith in Jesus Christ. Every child can do just exactly what we want them to do, and it can be done in a platform of fairness. You tell me what happened over the past month that caused you to renege on your offering of the contract, because this organization needs to come out of turmoil for the benefit of children. And I'm the one who's going to stand before you and say, do what's right for children, and do what's right for children, and yes, do what's right for children. You can remove me from the equation. You could have done that. Give your reason for doing so and move this organization forward. Believe in, practice, and live the American dream. Thank you.
And let me make that comment while we do have the attorney here. That was out of order. I allowed it. We went ahead, granted, but know that this was not on the board agenda. Discussion of Dr. Williams was not on the agenda. Therefore, she knows that we cannot discuss her contract, discuss anything to do with our position or no position moving forward, because we cannot discuss it at this time. So, selection of a superintendent firm. The board discussed quotes and select a superintendent search firm. At this time, I'll entertain a motion. I'll move aside from chair. I make a motion to approve the Arizona School Board Association with the lowest bid so far, and so I'll make that motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. At this time, any discussion? The only discussion I have is based on the quote. It is the lowest quote. They have the longest standing commitment to superintendent searches, and they've done so very well. I want to make sure that we keep this to the low bidder, although they are a fine firm who has done many searches in the past. At this time, I'll call for the vote.
I'd like a roll call.
Roll call.
Mr. Martinez?
I support ASBA.
ASBA.
Yes.
Mrs. Alvarado? Aye. Mrs. O'Neill Franz? Nay. Mr. Lopez Falk?
Abstain.
Mr. Zamora?
Aye.
Motion passes 3 ayes, 1 nay, 1 abstention.
Okay, at this time, we'll entertain comments from the governing board. The mission of the Alhambra School District is to provide students with the knowledge, skills, and continued academic excellence through high-quality programs, services, and support. At this time, governing board members are encouraged to share any comments relevant to the Alhambra mission statement at this time. Do I have any comments?
Yes, President Zamora, members of the board, Dr. Williams. I believe our president and our board as a whole can improve in carrying out the mission of our district in at least 3 ways. First, our board can improve on the flow of information. By that, I mean that we should do a better job of communicating openly with parents of our district, the community we serve, and with employees who serve and educate the children in our district. Secondly, the board can improve in the area of diplomacy. We should do a better job of relating with our parents and their families. How we are perceived by those we serve is just as important as our actual roles and the roles we believe we were elected to perform. And finally, I think we can do a much better job of serving our parents, the community, and staff in a more respectful manner. We should be a district that believes and acts in an inclusive manner with all decisions affecting the education of a child. Thank you.
Any other comments? Okay, at this time, I do have comments. Now that we've discussed and voted on the search, this is the point where I think the parents and community people want it to be, because now the search firm can be directed to have meetings, get the information from the parents, do a survey, and at the direction of the board, have open forums to where the public, whether they're business leaders in the community, whether they're parents, whether they're part of the churches in the community where we do have them come in, can now give their comments, look at who they bring forward as candidates, which, as we said before, may include Dr. Williams. And at that time, everyone's going to have their input, to include teachers and administrators also. So, once we get the firm on, we will direct either the attorney to work with them or ourselves to direct them in what we're looking for, so that we can remain transparent. And now's the time. We couldn't say this before because we weren't at this point, because then I would be lying to you. But now we're at the point where now we can have that input. We can direct them as to what to do for the search. That's my comments. Thank you all so much. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I second it.
All in favor? Any opposed? We stand adjourned.